Hello, everybody. I have a question for you. What if you have watched all the videos, you know all the things about your glow up, about how to be your very best self and to 10x your life and to maximize everything that you've accomplished and to become abundant, and you know all the things, you've watched all the videos, but the problem that you have is that although you know everything and you know all the things and you know you could kill it if you really wanted to, and it's not an issue of determination, it's not an issue of motivation, but the problem for you is you don't know what direction to go in because you don't know your path. Well, that's exactly what this video is about. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video, and I'm going to make it as not confusing as possible, but I am going to teach you how to find your path. And I am a guru at this, let me tell you, because I have had to change my path and my direction so many times, and I will get into that into the video and give you a few examples. Not a lot, because I want to stay on course here, but I have changed my path so many times successfully, and I'm going to teach you how to find your path and be a super success in your path and on your journey and heading towards the goal that is right for you. And that's what we're going to do today. So if this sounds interesting to you, stay to the end. Absolutely, because there is a twist at the end of this video that's going to make all of what I'm about to teach you and demonstrate make a whole lot of sense. And I hate when people do that, say stay to the end, the most important points at the end. That's not the case here. It's that what I need to tell you at the end has to be at the end. For you to understand it, you have to see everything I'm going to teach you first. So please do that. If you enjoy this content and if you think this is valuable for you and you're excited to get into this and learn about this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. It's going to help me spread this to more and more people. And I have never seen a video like this online, and you are absolutely going to benefit from it. And anybody who's feeling a little lost, doesn't know what direction to go in, but knows that if they found one or if they knew where they were going, they would kill it. This video, this is for you. So let's get right into it. The very first thing I'm going to tell you is success it's a formula. It is a formula, and I hope you guys can see all this. It is a formula, and I didn't come up with this formula. Smart risk plus planning plus action. And the action you take has to be fast. You want to be faster than everybody else. This is an action that you're going to sit on and wait for hours overthinking, or days and days overthinking in your mind and thinking of what ifs and problems. This is fast action, okay? And the very most important piece of being able to commit to fast action is to commit to following your gut, okay? I believe 100% that you need to follow your gut. I believe that there is a path for everybody. There is a plan for everybody. Some of this is religious belief and faith that I have in God, and some of it is just the life I have lived and the experiences I have had, which have been enormously diverse in different fields with different cultures and different people from different educational levels and backgrounds and experiences. There is a path for everybody, and everybody has talents, and your path that's planned for you is in line with your talents. It's in line with your personality. It's in line with your character. You just need to find that path and your strengths as well. But to find that path, a big part of that is going to be following your gut. So don't forget it. I should write it down. Follow your gut. Because your gut will leave you always heading in the right direction. I swear to you, Even in simple things, when you feel like you're not sure if you should go on a little weekend vacation, but you feel sick about it, something about it feels ominous, or you just don't feel like it's the right time or the right place, follow that instinct and skip that little vacation. And that small example goes in online with business as well, with exercise. If you feel like today you really probably shouldn't exercise, you really killed it this week, and you feel really physically exhausted, and in your heart your body's telling you just ease up for a day, then ease up for a day. Give yourself that space, because maybe today's the day you go in and injure yourself from overdoing it. Follow your gut if you want to always achieve success, okay? And that's the first point I really wanted to make, and it's out of nowhere, I know that, and I don't have scientific stats to back this one up, but I'm telling you because it's true. And I know this, and I know it 100%, and I know it for a fact. Now, the very most important part of this video is that true success and finding your path, particularly finding your path, which is what is going to lead you to success. And at the twist at the end of this, you'll understand what I mean, but is going to be based on 5 pillars, okay? So the first pillar is, I'm trying to see how far you guys can see over here, is intellectual. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be physical. Number 3 is spiritual. Number 4 is going to be character building. And the 5th pillar is building of self. I don't know if I left enough room here. So we'll see. So self. So let's start with intellectual. So the one thing I want you to do in order to be able to find your predetermined path, and a path that's going to find you feeling engaged and passionate and give you something that you want to 10x, that you want to grow, you want to develop and jump on, is you got to start diversifying your world. And how you're going to do that is through these 5 pillars, okay? And the first pillar is intellectual. What I want you to do is to once a day, at least once a day, learn or engage in a new academic or intellectual challenging intellectually, I don't have room for that now, activity daily. Now, this could be reading a book that you find challenging. This could be watching a YouTube video, something you're going to learn from, something that's going to add value to your life because it's a skill you haven't learned. For me, I find financial accounting, I can do physics math, I can do all kinds of calculus, I can do all kinds of math, but financial math, accounting math really scares me. It's intimidating. So when I want to really challenge myself academically, that's my go-to. I start watching videos on that and I learn a little something. And I will pick a topic every day and learn a little bit more about it. And this is just opening up your mind. It's building new neural pathways. It is causing synaptic pruning, getting rid of things that you already know that you don't need, that are useless to you because you're looking for a new direction, a new path. And that's what our brains do psychologically. It's called synaptic pruning. You've heard the phrase, if you don't use it, you lose it. And things that you haven't been using, neural pathways and intellectual information that's taking up room up there in is going to get pruned out, and it's going to make room for new branches and new growth. But the new branches and growth come from challenging yourself academically and engaging and exposing yourself to new academic or intellectual information that isn't something that you're already familiar with. Okay, number 2 is physical. But physical, I'm going to divide into 2. And one is going to seem very shallow to you, but it's very important. So physical, first of all, I'm going to talk about function. So physical function. This, of course, I'm talking about exercise and movement, okay? So I'm not saying everybody's got to be a gym body, everyone's got to have a 10 out of 10 bod, or have like a big booty, or be skinny. I'm not perfect, no one's perfect, and it's not the most important thing, let's be real, okay? Because there's somebody for everybody, as long as you're healthy to the very best that you can be. But if you want to improve in your eating habits, improve your healthy lifestyle, go for a walk every day, move your body every day. What I've started doing is I had a history years ago of being a competitive gymnast, and I get back pain. So I have started doing back stretches morning and night. I'm a runner, and you guys know that on my channel. I run every day, but it hasn't helped my back. It's not doing anything for it. So I've incorporated back stretches day and night, and that is helping me. And that's my functional dip into physical activity, okay? I'm doing back stretching every day. The second thing I want to talk about, which is very important, is your look and your appearance and how you dress, okay? Your physical brand. Your physical appearance. And what this means is that, and I do this every day, I have been challenged with depression and major depressive disorder from some experiences I've gone through in my life, and it has followed me, and I have had to work really hard, and it's an ongoing thing. I go through dips of lows, and I have to work really hard to drag myself out of the gutters and to be okay. But I know myself really well, and I know what triggers it, and I've learned how to pull myself out of that hole really fast, okay? And the best thing that works for me is that if I get dressed every day, I'm more likely to, if I get the instant urge to go out and do some work at a coffee shop instead of in my office, then I can do that. If I get a client that calls me, I can go see my client really, really quickly. It doesn't take me a long time. So then again, that's action, and it's fast. I can be fast, I can move faster, I can do things faster because I'm ready for the day. And the other part of this is to dress for your brand, dress for the path that you are on right now. It might not be the path that you're going to end up taking in the long run, but it's the path you're on right now. So whatever that is, dress for that path. Present yourself as your brand, as your path. Be that person, because when you see yourself as that person, that's going to reinforce psychologically in your brain that that is who you are, and that is that's your makeup, and that is who you are, and that is going to give you confidence. It's going to make you feel competent, and it's going to give you strength and make you feel empowered in the area that you are pursuing at this time, whatever that may be. Even if you know what you're pursuing isn't your long-term plan, it's not something big enough for you, because you need to go big here. This is big. This is your whole life. You get one life. So you need to do something big with it. So if the path that you're planning right now or that you're on is small, that's okay. Do it all. Do it 110%, 10x your small plan and your path, because all that's going to do is teach you how to 10x the big path when you get to it, and when you determine which that path that's going to be, okay? And this is all practice to get you there, okay? Maybe you'll be lucky enough on your first round that you're going to find your big path and find your journey and where you're supposed to be. But if you're not, that's okay, because this is going to prepare you, so when you get there, you're already a 10 out of 10, and you've done it before, and you'll do it again, and you'll do it smoothly and competently. So pillar number 3 is spiritual. Whether that be religion, okay? For me, it's religion. I have, and faith, for me, it's faith. I have very strong faith. When things seem like they are going all wrong, when I'm wondering, clientele's been slow this month. It's Christmas. People aren't spending on my business as much. How am I going to make all my bills and pay my rent? Things are tight. Or how am I going to make the extra money for the investments that I'm investing in right now? And things like this. I truly have faith in God. And I give all I can, and I give to others, and I have to tell you, I've never been let down. Whatever I need always finds its way to me. And I believe it's because I know it in my heart it's going to, and I always do my very best for everybody else. I give all that I can, both emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, physically, materialistically. I do all I can for other people, and I believe God does all God can for me, because other people have stepped in and done things for me for no reason that have saved my ass. And I can't explain why or how they knew I needed it or how that came about, but it happens. So have faith in whatever you believe in. Have faith. That can also mean meditation, whatever it is that completes you spiritually, whatever it is that makes you feel that you are spiritually whole. Live it. Don't just preach it. Don't just claim it as your faith or your belief system. Live it. Incorporate it into your living. I incorporate it into my living every day, into how I make my plans. Sometimes I don't know how something's going to work out by the end of the month, but when I'm making I plan my weeks a week at a time. On Sundays, I plan them a week at a time. I might not know how it's going to work out by the end of the month, but I do know it's going to work out. So I rate it as something that's going to be done, because it will work out, and it always works out. As long as I keep giving back, I keep receiving, and this always happens. And a lot of people say this is manifestation. A lot of people have different names for it. I just have faith in God, and I really have faith in people and in the wonder of people and in the mystery, because it is a mystery how some things have come into my life just when I needed it, that have saved me so close to the brink of losing everything, and it's absolutely saved me. And I don't know how it came around that way, but I just know it's going to happen. And I want you to have that same experience, okay? And that goes with following your gut as well. If you follow your gut and you take the path that your gut, your stomach, your brain, your heart is telling you to be on, I feel like you'll always be heading in the right direction. And you need to have faith in that and belief in that, and really believe that this might be weird, or what I'm doing is strange and I never thought I'd be doing it, but I feel like this is what I should be doing. And have faith that you are right, that your gut is right, and it's leading you on the right path and in the right direction, okay? Now, the fourth one is character. And when I talk about character, I'm talking about big dreams. Big dreams, okay? I want you to have a dream project. I want you to have a dream project, something that you are working towards, whether that be a side hustle. This one's a big one, guys. This one is a huge one, because this is what makes life exciting. This is the little excitement on the side. This is the spice in life, okay? This is like the cheesy bread at Jack Astor's. If you're Canadian and you know Jack Astor's, maybe it's in the US, I'm not sure. The cheesy bread on the side, that's the spice of life. And the side hustle, that's the spice of life, okay? So whether it be a side hustle, maybe you start a GoFundMe for a charity that you're passionate about, and you work hard to donate to this charity. Maybe you decide you want to write a book. Write a book on something you know so much about. A life experience, anything, something, even if you don't think people are going to be interested, they will, because people are interested in other people. And if everybody were to follow this plan, they would be wanting to learn about other people and learn about other people's experiences and cultures and belief systems and experiences and learn from them. And they'll buy that book, and I would buy that book. I would buy your book. Because I don't care what your book is about. If it's something I don't know about and I haven't experienced myself, I'd buy your book. And there are millions of people like me that understand this system. And the fifth pillar of finding your path is self, okay? And what I want you to do here is I want you to think back. You need to remember what lit you up when you were younger. What careers, what hobbies. Don't choose the bad ones. Or maybe do. I don't know. What lit you up for yourself? I want you to think about that. I want you to write about it. I want you to journal about it. I want you to think hard and reflect upon what got you excited. What made you light up inside and feel that excitement in your chest and that knot in your stomach and like that passion, that joy, that excitement. Like I feel making this video because this is one I've really wanted to share for a long time, and it lights me up to share this information, okay? Because it's what I live by, and it has served me beyond what I can explain to you, okay? What I can even describe, okay? What lit you up? And then you want to look at adult lifestyle and the adult lifestyle that you see for yourself on your path, that your gut is telling you to take. And how can you incorporate the key components of what lit you up when you were younger, key components of that, the takeaway factors from that into your adult lifestyle? What can you do, okay, to do that? The other part of self is self-care. And that is finding what relaxes you, what helps you get to sleep on time, what helps you wind down. Maybe it's a hot bubble bath, maybe it's a glass of wine, only one. 2 a day is bad for women, bad for your heart. 1 a day is great for your cardiovascular system. I'm an advanced practice nurse. I know these things. Trust me, believe me, do it. 1 glass of red wine or even white wine is, science has proven white wine is the same as, just as good as red wine, is good for your cardiovascular system and your genitourinary system, but 2 is killer. It'll kill you. So maybe it's 1. Maybe it is a workout. Maybe it's a run. Maybe it's some private time with your partner or your husband or your kids. Or maybe you're single like me and it is some time to just doom scroll a little bit. That is my self time. That is how I indulge. Okay. I find videos on stuff that I know nothing about and I just love it. And you know what? That time, that self is going to help you discover again what you find enjoyment in. And that is also going to help you take you to your path. Now, the rest of this video, I am going to talk about the other factors that are very important in finding your path and becoming successful on your path or on your journey, okay? So first of all, I want to talk about something very important, and that is your living environment. You want your living environment to be organized. Get organized. Move your shit around. That's the other thing. Move your shit around. Reorganize. Move around your living room. Move around your bedrooms. Change it all up. This is a new you, a new path. If you want to build new neural pathways, you need to make as many changes in your experience in life day to day and in what you experience as possible. Even if it is out of the blue, it's so random. Your couch is on the other side of the wall. Your kitchen is now facing the other way. Whatever the hell it is, your brain needs new experiences to be able to keep growing and for those synapses and those neural pathways to start growing together, and for the electricity and the neurons to start flowing in the right direction through the new branches that your challenges and all of this are creating for you. They are creating all of these new branches for you, and your synapses look like this and like that. Actually, they kind of follow in, and they are creating new ones, and you're firing in different directions, and that only comes from new experiences. It only comes from new environments. Waking up and your room is moved around and the lighting is different, or everything is unfamiliar. You need unfamiliarity. to be able to build the new neural pathways that are going to help you find a new path, something you haven't thought of before, something that never crossed your mind or came across your radar, okay? And that's what we're looking to do. So clean up your shit, get your room, get your car organized, clean up your environment, get yourself moving your stuff around, reorganize, change your dresser drawers, change the order of what your clothes are in. Anything that challenges your brain to deal with a new routine or a new setup is going to grow your brain, okay? It's going to create growth and it's going to create expansion in your neural pathways. And that is what you need, that growth and expansion, to be able to see new opportunities. And that's the whole goal here, is to see new opportunities. So initially, the other thing is I want you to look at your money every single day. You can't control what you're not aware of. I want you to log, document your in and your outs with regards to money. If you can't control what you're spending your money on, if you don't know what you're spending your money on, and feeling in control of money is a huge burden in our society today. So it goes right in hand with getting organized and moving your stuff around. Log your money in, log your money out, and that is the very best way to be able to achieve financial success, because once you're aware of it and once you're paying attention to it, it's like when you buy a red car, you see all the red cars. When you start paying attention to money, you start seeing opportunities to make money. And those are the opportunities that you might not have recognized before because they just went like, whew, over the radar. But now that you're paying attention to money, it's on your radar. It's something that is a part of your life. It's part of your everyday life. Your brain's wiring that way. It's starting to think that way. It's going to start recognizing it, and it's going to start seeing money everywhere, seeing opportunities everywhere. And that, again, will help you find a path, because you want to choose a path that's going to be financially rewarding as well, right? We need that. You need something to 10x, right? So that is the other thing. And I want to use an example. And my example is with regard to feeling like you are lost. If you have felt like you are lost and you don't know the path you're on and you have nothing, you have accomplished nothing. I've had days like this where I feel like I don't have my own home. I don't have a mortgage in my own home. I don't have a husband. I do have children, but they're grown up. I don't have the cottage that I'd like and the boat that I'd like yet. But then I have a wall, and I hang on my wall all of my achievements. And these are all of my degrees. And here, I'll give you a quick peek at my wall. Okay, so there's my wall. The reason I hang all these things on my wall for just me, not on display in my living room for anybody else in the world to see, they're just for me, is so when I feel like I haven't accomplished anything, I can look at that and say, no, I have invested in me. Okay? No one can take that from me. But let me tell you something about that. Not one of these degrees, and there's a lot of degrees there, not one of them have landed me the job of my dreams or the jobs that I have had. I have had the most amazing employment experiences. I've talked about it with you. I've worked in forensics. I've worked with the police. I've worked in emergency medicine. I've worked in psychology and forensic psychology. I'm now working, I've owned my own business in aesthetic medicine, and I'm an advanced practice nurse and practitioner in aesthetic medicine. And I started my own business. I took the leap and did it. And I've done all these really cool things. And these degrees got me in the door. But everybody else who interviewed for these jobs had the same qualifications as me. So it was all in here. I got me those things. And anything that you achieved in your life, you got you. You did it. You got it. And you've got your back. So don't forget to reward yourself. So I keep my wall of fame, or sometimes I call it my wall of shame, because on that wall is the amount of money that could have bought me my house and my cottage and my boat. Okay? That's my wall of shame. But it's also the wall that when I open my eyes in the morning, if I'm having kind of a sad day and I'm waking up alone, I look at my wall and I say, hell yeah, like I did that for me. And no one can take that from me. No one will ever be able to take that from me. So And you don't have to have degrees to celebrate your wins. Whatever wins you make, if you stick to any of these pillars, you stick to them, you try them out. That's a win. Celebrate your wins. Remind yourself of your win. Write your pillars. Hang them in a frame. Go to Dollarama, buy a damn frame or Dollar Tree, stick it on your wall and write your pillars down and remind yourself of what they are. So you can celebrate them and celebrate that you are finding your path. You are finding your way. You're on the road. And this is the twist that I promised you at the end, guys. And here it is. I want you to understand the biggest thing here, which is the most exciting. And that is that success is being on the path. It's not at the end of the path. Success is being on the path. Remind yourself of that. My wall is my reminder that I'm still not there yet. I'm working on my own business. I'm growing it. There's good days, there's bad days, but it is successful because I am on the path to where I want to be. So I am in enormous success because I am on my way. Okay. The end result is not the win. It's being conscious. It's being intentional. It's movement in the right direction of your goal or the direction that God or your gut or your spirit has sent you in. It's being on your way in that direction. That is your win. That is your greatest success, is to being on the path and having found your path and being on your way or looking for your path, doing all the things to look for your path. That is success. Okay. And even if you don't know what your goal is yet, if you're not in your 20s anymore and you're looking for your path, you're looking for your direction, and you're looking for a start over, because I have started over. Probably 15 times I've started over. And that's why I have so many different careers under my belt. And I've had so many different life experiences with different cultures and religions and faiths and places and people, because I've started over and I'm not afraid of it. I love it. I love the challenge. I love the excitement. I love the brand new, and I love the fear, the scared in my stomach of how am I going to make this happen? I know it's going to work, but it's going to happen. And you can have that too. And I want that for all of you. So please write these 5 pillars down, stick them in a frame on your wall, save this video so you can go through it and make notes. And if you are looking for any more inspiration, I have written and published a book, and it is called How to Start Over in Your 40s and Beyond. And it says every end is a new beginning. It's a comprehensive guide, a how-to guide, but run, again, action, fast action. Don't walk, because we got this. We got this. This is how you start over. And you find your path, you find your new beginning, you find your new brand, you find what you want to grow, what you want to blow up, what you want to 10x, and what is going to be your claim to fame, okay? And your life's purpose. This is finding your purpose. And everybody has one, and it's in line with everything that makes you you. So do all these things and you will find it. You will, if you follow your gut while you're doing these things, your gut, your faith, your spiritual beliefs, everything will drag you into the right path and onto the right road in the direction you're supposed to be going. And that is my video. If you appreciate this, if you found value in this, anything, please give me a thumbs up. It's free for you. It really helps me. It really helps me share this information. I know this was a long video, but I really believe it's going to help you so tremendously, or I wouldn't have done it, because I know it's long, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next one.